Welcome to the Driving Force Mastermind podcast, where we connect you with inspiring entrepreneurs and deconstruct the mindset, the habits, the tools that they use to build great businesses so that you can too.
Today we're going to connect you with Cheri Derryberry, who is the president of Compass Cleaning Solutions, which is a franchisor with over 100 franchise owners. Compass Cleaning Solutions helps people become their own boss, reap the rewards of owning their own business by partnering with Arizona's leading commercial cleaning franchise company, Compass Cleaning Solutions.
Today, Cheri's going to share with us, 1, how she's gotten rid of all the negative challenges in her personal life, enabling her to move forward in her business in really big ways. 2, how she built herself a powerful inner circle and surrounded herself with the type of people that will drive her forward even faster. And 3, how she incorporates her charitable work in her business in a really inventive way that you may never have thought of. So now let's get to it.
Before we get started, can I say thank you to you both?
Oh, my goodness. Thank you, actually, for being a part of this. This is great for us. We love having you.
It is our pleasure. I mean, this is...
Well, in Chicago, I was not at my best.
Well, who is? I mean, who really is, you know?
Yeah.
Even at 50%, you are ahead of the game than most. So, you know what? I can't wait to see you at your best. But
Okay.
Walker and I also want to say thank you for those heartfelt letters that you pass along. And I think now that you have more clarity on your mission, I think your outcome is going to be, it'll blow your expectations out of the water.
Okay. I spent Friday in Tucson. We're going to open up an office there next month.
Awesome.
Holy cow. All right.
And next year we're going to open up four offices in Texas.
I love it. You're taking action. That's what we want to hear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Outstanding. So you were able to talk Mike into it some more?
Yeah.
To mention your email? Yeah.
But I'm the big picture person. He's the systems guy. That's why we make a great team.
Yeah. So he's fully on board with this, obviously, then?
His brain is working nonstop.
Good.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Yeah, so the first part is really just about your journey with us and just kind of talking about, you know, our first conversations with Sam and with interaction with us. What really, you know, was it in your business that was keeping you up at night, or, you know, that you most wanted to work on, and areas that you thought that you guys could improve the most in?
I've made a list. Increasing revenues, meeting goals, expansion, strategic planning, and team dynamics. So the last 2 years, Mike made horrible hiring decisions. So he's not in HR anymore.
Okay. Okay. All right. So talk a little bit about you. So you mentioned hiring decisions. What was that all about?
Well, I was not in a good spot. I was taking care of family, and my head wasn't in the game. So he hired 2 of his friends, and I had to fire them.
Was that tough to fire them when you knew that there was a personal relationship there before?
Right. That was easy. Then I told Derryberry, his little pastor heart kicks in.
So then what was the catalyst that kind of made you clear the clutter, gain focus, and has you on this journey now?
Well, last year is dead. I called it the year of rejection. I put all the people that rejected me last year, I wrote them on a rock and I threw them into the Mississippi River. Done.
I like that.
Yeah, a big personal journey for you that really forced you or is what you overcame to move forward.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my head's back in the game now.
Well, you know, I mean, Sam, I know we talk to so many people that's the impetus, right? That's the big starting point. Is there's a lot of personal things that have to be overcome in order to get our businesses on track. I know for me it's happened. I know it has for you as well, Sam. And so this is not new at all, Cheri, that this is something that entrepreneurs have to overcome. And so would you describe a little bit about that, putting the name on the rock and throwing the Mississippi? What did that mean to you?
Well, let me give you an example. We went last January, we went to Mike's Portland. That's where his brother and mother live. And I have this book I'm writing. John Maxwell wants me to write a book about how to go through, not from a legal standpoint, but just how to deal with getting people ready to die, take care of all this stuff. And I went there, and my sister-in-law said, "You just in town to steal your mother-in-law's money." She took the book and just ripped it up and threw it at my feet. And I just got in the car and I said, "Derryberry, I'm out of here." So I wrote her name down on a rock and I threw it in the Mississippi River. I'll never talk to her again.
Wow. Okay. So then after that day, after that, I mean, you had a real pivotal moment there when you threw it into the Mississippi and you really decided that things are going to move forward in a different way. So from that day on, how have things changed for you?
I don't think about that anymore.
Does that just allows you more time to focus on what you're doing?
You just have to do something physical. I wrote their name down on the rock. I threw it in the Mississippi River. It's done.
So it's almost coming to the point where, using a cliche here, like, hitting rock bottom or getting to the point where you're going to pull all your hair out and say enough's enough. Is it getting to that point? Because most business owners, and we put ourselves in it once in a while, we've done it too in the past, where you let it go too far, where it's just you reach the point that if I don't do anything now, it's going to consume me, overtake me, and I will lose at the end. And you feel like that was the point, this was the biggest turning point? Because it seems like you've cleared all the clutter out of your life right now. I love it. I love it.
So moving forward, what's the big things that you've changed? I mean, since that day, now you don't think about it. You have more time to focus, more, I guess, brain power, so to speak, to devote to other things. And so how has that really clarified things for you?
I don't think about them anymore. I was raised like, if not everybody in the world loves you, you're dead. You're ugly. My dad told me every day, "You're ugly and you'll never be successful."
Wow. Okay. Wow. And you've overcome that. And you've overcome that in a huge way.
Right. So I just got rid of all the negative people in my life. I don't hang out with them anymore.
Those are pretty...
Go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry.
No, I say those are very, very profound and strong decisions. So what other decisions have you made in the business, for your business now? I know those were all personal, and now this will allow you to focus. And I know you have over 100 franchises, and I know what, this goal of yours is, in your head. What business decisions have you made now to start moving things forward? You've done it in your personal life now. What business decisions have you made that are moving you forward?
That's why I went to Tucson. I'm going to put together a big binder, how to open up a city, business license, insurance, location.
So you're putting the playbook together.
Yeah.
So then one question, here's one I want to get from you then, is what made you take action to become, a member of our Driving Force Mastermind?
Well, after I talked to Mitch, I said, "Mitch, if you don't kick me in the butt, I will never do this." He goes, "I'll kick you in the butt." and the first day he said, "Did I kick you hard enough?" Yes.
And I remember that as Mitch is one of our Driving Force Mastermind members, and I know you wanted to speak to a member, so I put that together for you. And I'm glad you made this decision. I think it was, we learned a lot, Walter. I think on a personal level how, not every mastermind is the same. You go in it sometimes with good intentions because you're told one thing. And then, Cheri, you told us, you've done 3 other masterminds, and each time you were treated like a janitor.
Treated like the janitor.
Which really, Walter and I looked at each other like, how? We scratched our heads. I'm like, man, don't tell Mike, this is the brains of the operation. So we were really dumbfounded that you were treated that way, and couldn't understand it because you brought so much value, so much knowledge to the group. It was fantastic.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and we learned so much from each one of our members, and I know we walked away with one thing very profound from you that, while not new, was simply, that profound lesson of we talk about surrounding ourselves with the right people, and sometimes we often forget that the first part of that is to get rid of the negative side of your connections, getting rid of the people that are really causing that negativity in your life. And so you've done it in such a profound way. It was really inspirational to see that you've taken it to a level that most people would never take it to. That yeah, you'll minimize communication with people that tend to be negative in your life or that don't give you positive influence in your life. But you take it to such an extreme point, which is so powerful that, wrote it down, got rid of it and said, enough is enough. I won't move forward with you in my life. And now I have room for others that can be more influential, can be more positive in my life. And that was something that Sam and I know we both talked about even as we left, that was such a profound thing that you did. And so it really did inspire us to make those changes in our lives as well. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So the one other thing I did, I put together a little group of women that I knew before. They were positive and successful. One's an attorney, one's a college professor, one's a financial advisor, and we call it the Happiness Builders Tribe. We meet once a month.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That's your inner circle. That is your inner circle. Wow, a lot of action being taken here. A lot of action, and this is exactly, you're getting the outcome of exactly what you were looking for coming in. So there's a benchmark there for others to see, what can happen when you do take this kind of action and the outcome. Because I know your big why, right? And any business owner or anything, it's why. Why do you want 20 million? Why 200 million? There needs to be a why behind it, and we know your why. But now the strategy changed. The outcome of your why. You were going to do one thing, now your strategy changed because you can help so many others going bigger. So it wasn't just a dollar amount; it was the why of helping people that was really behind it.
It's so amazing. Cheri, I don't know if you don't realize just how big these things are that you're doing that so few people actually do, to get rid of the negativity and then surround yourself with that positivity in a way that doesn't allow you to go backwards. It's like you've gotten to the point of no return where you're going to move forward only in this way. And so few times does someone make that big of a decision and take such action. I mean, it's impressive just to sit back, and I'm sure to you it seems significant, but from the outside it seems huge. These are things that people don't do in their entire lifetime that you're taking and doing within days or weeks of meeting and of making that decision. So it's impressive, just so you know, to sit back and watch these things happen from now on.
And I agree.
One other thing I want to tell you. I talked Mike into yesterday giving 20% of our net revenue to charities that we trust.
Wow. And so, okay. So that's a big deal.
That's a huge deal because now it was, I remember you making the money and you wanted to physically get into really getting hands-on, and you couldn't be that caregiver anymore.
No, I told Streetlight, I'll just give you money.
Your strategy changed.
Yeah, if I go back, then I'll be pulled right back into caregiving.
And you took positive action, and look how fast you did this. I mean, look how fast you did this. Now, even though your why is still the same, the strategy changed. By building a bigger and stronger business, you're able to write a bigger check every single month. Hey, Driving Force members, there's too much good stuff here to put on one episode, so we split it up into two. So tune in to the continuation of this special episode with guest Cheri Derryberry.